Well, depending on where you live, this morning's icy conditions either left you well aware of the problems or wondering what all the fuss was about.
Right. If you lived at an apartment complex in Mount Airy, you had no doubt about the seriousness of the situation. Many people living at the Park Valley apartments were trapped by these slick streets. Local 12's Rich Jaffe joins us now from Mount Airy with the troubled tale of the tenants. Hi, Rich.
Hi, Cammie. It's pretty easy to see that there's still a lot of salt scattered around on the street here. You can also find a lot of other indications of what went on this morning, like these pieces of this tail light that was shattered right where I'm standing. Now, it's very easy to see what happened here. You look at the incline here, look at the angle of this hill. Imagine this with a sheet of ice on it like we had this morning, and you have got a very dangerous situation. Ice on the hill going down into the Park Valley apartments had residents slipping, sliding, and slamming into each other since Sunday night. Dionne Shannon was hoping to take her son to school today, but it didn't happen.
And I made it to right here yesterday, and I've been stuck. QC, I was kind of sliding. I've been stuck right here since yesterday. So it's been pretty bad. Like, they haven't been on a job, apparently.
What about the parking lots?
The parking lots are ridiculous. Like, we failed this morning coming out. Like, and we had to go back in. Like on a 3-hour delay from school. Like, it's ridiculous. Park Valley really need to get it together.
The parking lots were a mess indeed, and the front hill was impassable until a little after 10 a.m. when a city salt truck put down a layer of the good crunchy crystalline stuff.
As soon as I even tried to back up my car, it's like I was on a sheet of ice and I couldn't go anywhere. Since last night around 7 o'clock, I tried to leave and couldn't go anywhere. There's cars lined up all down this hill here, not able to go anywhere.
Wrecked cars were everywhere. This huge patch of ice remained out the front door of one building. Continuing runoff across the parking lot represents an ongoing refreeze threat to the residents here. Jaleesa Harris's boyfriend, Kenny Parker, moved her car off the hill for her, but someone had already slammed into the bumper.
My car got stuck in the ditch. It did a whole 360 and got stuck in the ditch. You had cars trying to come down. We got cars over here that have been in wrecks this morning. And you call the rental office and they're like, well, we'll get to it when we can. But if I have to be at work at 7 o'clock in the morning and it's 30 other people out here that got to be at work at 7 o'clock in the morning, why shouldn't this already been taken care of?
Now, to be perfectly fair, the folks who live here got hit with pretty much a double whammy. You see the street behind me, you got the double yellow line. This clearly is a city street, hence the city salt truck. But there's a dividing line right here, and this one goes down into the apartment complex, and you can pretty well bet that this property belongs to Park Valley, as does all the parking lot responsibility. So there was just no way out of this. Whether it was the city street, whether it was this hill, the people this morning who live here really got hit hard. Hopefully that's not going to happen again. In Mount Airy, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News.
Yeah, let's hope so. What a terrible situation for those residents. But I'm curious, did you get a chance to talk to anyone at Park Valley about it?
Well, the folks here at Park Valley, they did get salt trucks in here as soon as they could, but they certainly weren't early enough for the folks who live here. And, you know, that's got to be an ongoing issue for the guys here, in that a lot of these folks clearly have to get out of here early and get to work. So there's a serious responsibility there to make it passable.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Rich Jaffe, thank you. And coming up later on in weather, Tim will talk about the possibility of refreeze, which means those poor people might face the same problem tomorrow. Hopefully not, though.